Did you know that Alaska Airlines is trying to hide 5 things from you after their big announcement on their Atmos Rewards Program? Well, in this video, I'm going to make sure your family knows all the bad things that they're trying to hide, and make sure to stick to the end because I'm going to catch you up on some honorable mentions. Number 1, say goodbye to Singapore Airline Awards. For all those families that wanted to lie back on those comfy Singapore Airlines suites and book them with your Atmos Rewards Program points, well, you're out of luck. Because as of filming, they are no longer available to book Singapore Airline Awards using Alaska Airline Atmos Reward points. And if you happen to have an award booked through Alaska Airlines for Singapore, before October 1st, they are going to still honor that award. In addition to saying bye-bye to awards, even earning Atmos points on Singapore Airlines is now going to be much harder. If you had booked a fare before August 31st of 2025 and you're traveling between September 1st to December 31st of 2025, you will still earn the current earning rates. However, if you booked travel after September 1st, 2025 for travel from January 1st, 2026 onwards, you will only be getting those points if you booked directly on the Alaska Airlines portals. The crappy part about it is you'll actually have to request a credit award after the flight, and this is not automatic. Boo. Not only did Alaska Airlines break up with Singapore, we have number 2, we're getting a divorce with LATAM Airlines. As of filming, Alaska Airlines has officially broken all partnership with LATAM Airlines. Dad, why does this matter? Well, if your family had any plans to hike Machu Picchu, for example, going to South America through Alaska Airlines Atmos Rewards Program, there was a really good sweet spot of 35,000 points plus roughly $60 in taxes and fees for lie flat business class from US to South America. This was a great sweet spot, and unfortunately, Alaska Airlines said no cheap business class flights for you. One important note, because this is a full divorce, no partnership at all, even if you book cash flights with LATAM Air through Alaska Airline portal, you're not going to get any points. Number 3, new restrictions on the Companion Pass. The Companion Pass that you get from the new Atmos Ascent Visa Signature and the Atmos Business Card gives you a $99 Companion Pass that you can get after spending a certain amount in a year. This Companion Pass can be used by families for a lot of different itineraries, and one of those advanced tricks was to book an open jaw using this Companion Pass so that you can squeeze out more value from this one companion certificate. Unfortunately, Alaska Airlines has officially said no open jaw for you. In addition, they've also put terms and conditions to make it very explicit as they are entering in new international markets that this Companion Pass can only be used for North America and Hawaii. So all those fancy flights to Asia and London, for example, are all off limits. Now that we covered the bad news about the old certificate, let's cover some bad news about the new certificate, which leads us to number 4. The new Companion Pass has one big weakness. Alaska Airlines introduced the new $395 Atmos Summit Visa Infinity Card. This gives you a 25,000 Global Awards Companion Certificate upon reaching your first sign-up bonus. And if you spend $60,000 on this card, you're also going to reach a 100,000 Global Award Certificate. These 2 award certificates have one big weakness. While on paper, 125,000 points total for a companion sounds awesome, the one big problem with this is that you will now need a lot of award points to book these flights with your future companion. So, for example, if you just got this new card for your family, you got 100,000 sign up and you got the 25,000 certificate, then for some reason you also spent 60,000 and got the 100,000 certificate, you would have roughly a total of 160,000 plus Atmos reward points to use. If you used the 80,000 plus the 25,000 global certificate for you and your companion on one trip, and then later you wanted to use 100,000 global certificate, you actually wouldn't have enough total points remaining and you would be forced to book something that would be less or spend more until you got enough points. While that is a very hypothetical situation on how you manage your points, this is a big important tip, and one big weakness is that you need to plan on how many award points that you will need to have in order to successfully use both of those certificates. Or for example, if you plan to keep the Atmos Summit card going forward and not spend a lot of money, you'll still get that 25,000 cert every annual year, which you'll need to plan out. Last but not least, number 5, brand new Hawaiian and Alaska Airline award charts. In the beginning of October, Alaska Airlines decided to stealth change their award charts. They went from this to this. This is all in the name of having more simple award charts. This is very similar to their strategy that they used earlier in the year when they did their partner award charts and revamped those. Okay, have to be totally honest, there's some good and there's some bad. Let's start with the good. First, short haul flights have decreased from a minimum start of 5,000 to 4,500. Nice 500 point saving. This is especially good for Hawaii inter-island flights. Those short haul flights used to be 15,000 points because of their weird award chart. Now they're down to 4,500 starting. Next, for you West Coast families, you happen to be in the second last tier of miles to Hawaii specifically. You get to have advantage from going 15,000 to 12,500 for economy, and for you first class flyers from 40,000 to 30,000, which is a nice 10,000 point drop. All right, here's the bad parts. For my East Coast families, I'm so sorry. You're in this brand new tier of 3,501 plus miles above. They eliminated that Hawaii specific category. So you are now belonging in that highest tier category. Your economy flights from East Coast to Hawaii are going up from 15,000 to 20,000 award points. And the really sucky part is going from 40,000 first class flights to 60,000 first class flights. In addition, they also removed Mexico category and the Caribbean. So for Mexico, if you happen to be in the second tier band, going from 10,000 to 12,500 isn't too bad. But for you West Coast families that are planning to go to Central America or Caribbean, from 10,000 to 20,000 points is a big bump. So my plans to visiting the Grand Baha Mar in Bahamas is now 20,000 points per person. And since you stayed to the end, I'm gonna give you 2 bonus freebies. These are older changes that Alaska Airlines decided to pull. Number 1, but I already mentioned this earlier, Alaska Airlines decided to revamp their partner award. They basically want you to book everything through their website and not their partners. All the earning bonuses that you would earn from booking on a partner site have now dramatically decreased, and they want you to go to their website and pay them money, not the other people. Number 2, gentle reminder, starting 2026, the Atmos Rewards tier levels will be increasing. So for Atmos Platinum, you're going from 75,000 to 80,000. And for Titanium members, you're going from 100,000 to 135,000. That last tier is going to be a really high bump for a lot of families. And after all this bad news about the Alaska Airlines Atmos program didn't scare you away, check out some of the best ways to use the new Atmos Rewards program after all these changes in this next video.